Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host of the most, as always, Francois878, and today, after 2 months or so of it being out, I finally have decided to buckle down and do a video on the Oberon rework, as well as an Oberon Prime video. My excuse is I was waiting for Hallowed Ground, the visual effects of Hallowed Ground, to be changed. I was boycotting Oberon until that happened. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, before somebody gets actually mad about that. But as far as the Oberon rework is concerned, just to get right into it, I was very much in the middle about this. There were some people who thought that Oberon after this rework was going to be the damage nuking champion frame, and he was going to be the healing frame, and he was going to be the crowd control frame, and he was just going to be the next level of Warframe, and he was going to be unstoppable. And I knew that was an unrealistic expectation going into it, but I think the part of me that doesn't like the rework is based on the fact that I'm not a big fan of Oberon to begin with. I'm a much bigger fan post-rework, but I prefer frames with very specific roles versus somebody who is more diverse and can fill a number of roles, but not perfectly, if that makes any sense. And that's what Oberon does. He fills the healer role, he fills a damage role, armor stripping, and crowd control, but there are definitely other frames that do that better. He can just do it all. Like I said, I definitely like him more post-rework than I did before, but he's just, I just can't really get behind him. As far as Oberon Prime goes versus the vanilla version, the extra armor and the extra energy are very nice. Oberon is such a casting-heavy frame that you really just absolutely need it. Now I'm going to show you some builds here. First one here is Power Strength. This is pretty much exclusively for your Reckoning ability. Reckoning strips armor on all affected enemies. That's very important. With a 269% power strength that you have on here and corrosive projection, you will be able to strip 100% of armor from enemies with this build. It's very nice. This second build here is a primarily power range focused build. This is for your Hallowed Ground. It does give you 360% coverage, so it's just a giant circle of Hallowed Ground. Basically, it's great for crowd control and making sure enemies are irradiated and confused as much as possible. This third build here is the Greedy Paladin build, I call it. It basically uses his Phoenix Renewal Augment and a very low ability range to basically have your renewal on all the time, and obviously the buff from Hallowed Ground, the extra armor, basically that runs all the time, and you're basically this immortal melee juggernaut who just basically can't die. The footage that you're seeing in the video is exclusively of the Greedy Paladin build. I really enjoy it. All of these builds are sortie certified as well, though I did not put that in the video. Probably should have. Nobody's gonna believe me now. Trust me, they are. You can try them for yourself. But I enjoy Oberon Prime a lot more than I enjoyed Oberon, because he does have more survivability, more effective health with the armor, and he does have more energy. I find myself casting so much like Hallowed Ground, keeping Renewal active, and you really need to have as much energy as possible. Now, regardless of how you build Oberon or Oberon Prime, Rage is such a great mod, and it really needs to find its way pretty much on any build that you have. Rage, of course, gives you an energy back when you take health damage. Because of Oberon's renewal, basically you're gaining energy by taking damage, and then renewal is just healing you. It's a great mod to have because Oberon really does need a way to regenerate energy other than just energy pickups, and even if you're spec'd for energy overflow with Zeneric, I find myself constantly running out of energy. So all in all, the Oberon rework, I'm still kind of wishy-washy on it. It was better than I think it could have been. Could they have improved it? Sure, but, you know, that goes for pretty much anything in life. And as far as Oberon Prime goes, he's great. The extra armor and the extra energy help his basic kit out a lot, so that's great. And plus, Oberon Prime coming with 2 V polarities and 2 dash polarities is great for building. It really helps pretty much any build you can think of. It's nice. V's and dash Forma polarities are great. It makes me sad when I see D polarities on frames and weapons. It really does. But that's about it, ladies and gentlemen, for Oberon Prime and the Oberon rework. Until next time, I've been your host of the most. As always, Francois878, signing off.